Can you hear me? Okay, give me 1 minute. I'm waiting for Tim. No, hold on 1 second. Tim walked away for a second. Okay. They said let me know when we're ready.
30 seconds. Okay, cool. I'm ready. We're gonna right here? Okay?
Yeah.
Hold it.
Yes.
All set, Mich.
Hey, Rochelle. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, there is such a heavy police presence right now. Everybody's standing around surrounding this area. I mean, everybody is nervous. Everybody's on edge, wondering what is going on. This is exactly what we were told right now. There was a confirmed active shooter at Temple Israel here in West Bloomfield. We're told that there was a man that approached the synagogue and security saw him coming, and there was an exchange of gunfire. That security guard shot at that shooter. There was a vehicle involved. We're not sure of the extent of that situation there, but the shooter, police tell us they are still on the loose. They may or may not have been shot. So again, confirmed there is an active shooter still on the loose. At this time, there is no fatalities that have been called as of right now. No, possibly the shooter may have been injured. We're not sure of the extent of their injuries, but I'm going to step aside so you can see exactly what's going on right over here. You can see this is such an active police scene. There is the Oakland County SWAT, Farmington Hills emergency crew. There is Oakland County. I mean, I have never seen a heavy police presence as severe as this. But we do know Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard has said that they have cleared out any individuals inside Temple Israel, which is a daycare. It's also a temple. And he did say this is very important for people to note that these kids, any family members, they can be picked up at JCC, which is up the road. There are schools in the community in West Bloomfield, surrounding communities. They are currently on lockdown as this situation is evolving. We do know also that police are increasing patrols at any places of worship, and they're asking people to avoid the area, this specific area, in a 1 mile radius. So right now, just a very fluid situation. It's constantly evolving. But like I mentioned, we do know, again, if you're just joining us here on CBS News Detroit, there is a confirmed active shooter at Temple Israel in West Bloomfield. What we were told by Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard is that there was a man that approached the synagogue this afternoon and security saw him coming. There was an exchange of gunfire. That security guard shot at this shooter, and there was somehow a vehicle involved that potentially crashed into the building. We are working to get that confirmed. The shooter, we do know, is still on the loose. He may or may not have been shot. At this time, police tell us that no injuries have been reported from anybody that was at that synagogue, at that temple, but we do know that police have cleared out any individuals inside that daycare and temple. And important for people to note that these individuals can be picked up at JCC, which is just up the road. Now, police, because of this high intensity situation, they are increasing patrols at places of worship in the surrounding communities here in West Bloomfield and other areas. They're asking people to avoid this area in a 1 mile radius. So again, a very fluid situation. We're working to learn more information. Of course, we'll keep you updated as the situation evolves. But for now, reporting live in West Bloomfield, Alicia Bergio, CBS News, Detroit. Thank you. Okay. Can you hear me, Chanel? He walked away for a second, so just hold on. Walked away for just a second, so I will let you know when he comes back, okay? Yep. Just give me 1 second. Yep, I think we got others too. I don't know, I think down the street. That might be, is that JCC down the
Oh,
street?
I have no idea.
My thing fell off. That's just my
Okay. Hold on. I got you. I gotta get Tim again. Hold on. I gotta go find Tim.
It's barely getting low.
Go ahead, Michael. Let's go.
Okay, my camera's not on, right?
She said let her know when you're ready.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. So, can I get in front of the camera and get in position? Okay. All right, tell me when, and then I'll step off this way. Yeah. Hey, Rochelle. Yeah, a very heartbreaking and unnerving situation. We're standing right here on the corner of Drake and Walnut Creek Road here in West Bloomfield. All around this perimeter, there is a shopping complex right around the corner from me. There are families, there are people standing by with their phones just looking at the situation right now. There are hundreds of law enforcement personnel, SWAT teams, people from surrounding communities, law enforcement here on scene out front of Temple Israel where there was an active shooter reported. We can confirm that. I'm going to tell you what we know at this point. So as of right now, about 15-20 minutes ago, Oakland County Sheriff Mich Bouchard held a press conference, very brief, just to give us an update on what they know at this point. He says that there was a man that approached the synagogue and security saw him coming and there was an exchange of gunfire. That security guard ended up shooting that shooter. There was some sort of vehicle involved. We're not sure of the extent of that situation, but he does say that the shooter is still on the loose. There is nobody that has been caught, nobody in custody at this time. So it is a very active, fluid situation right now. I'm going to step aside so you can see exactly what we're seeing right behind me, right over here. You can see right down the way police lights. There are hundreds of law enforcement personnel here on scene. You can see the people surrounding this area right over here. Now, as far as injuries, none have been reported at this time. Of course, that could change. We are working to find out more information. The shooter, again, still on the loose. He may or may not have been shot. Police are still working to track that person down, and it's unclear if anybody else is involved at this point. Now, Oakland County Sheriff Mich Bouchard, he did say that police, they have cleared out any individuals that were currently inside the daycare and Temple at the time, and this is really important for people to keep in mind. Those individuals, those kids, they can be picked up right now at JCC, which is right up the road from where this situation is evolving. Sheriff Bouchard does say that schools are on lockdown in West Bloomfield and the surrounding communities. They are increasing patrols at other places of worship. As of right now, as you can imagine, this is a very heightened and nerve-wracking situation, just on the hearts of many individuals right now. They are asking people to avoid the area in a 1-mile radius, so please keep that in mind as they are working to investigate this situation. But again, as you can see right now, there are hundreds of law enforcement personnel outside blocking this intersection. We're over here on Drake Road and Walnut Lake Road here in West Bloomfield, where there is an active shooter situation outside of Temple Israel here in West Bloomfield. Again, I'll give you a brief synopsis of what we know at this point. Police have told us that a man approached the synagogue and security saw him coming. There was an exchange of gunfire. Security did shoot at this individual. Somehow there was a vehicle involved. We're not sure as to the extent of that particular situation, but Oakland County Sheriff Mich Bouchard does say that the shooter is still on the loose. He may or may not have been shot. They are working to find that out, and it's unclear at this point if there are any other individuals that they are looking for as well. As far as other injuries, none have been reported at this time. Of course, that could change. This is a very fluid and evolving situation. Police, though, important to mention, they have cleared out any individuals, any kids that were inside the daycare or Temple at the time of this incident. They can be picked up at JCC, which is up the road from where the situation is taking place. Schools are on lockdown here in West Bloomfield and the surrounding communities, and police are now increasing patrols at other places of worship, and they are asking people to avoid the area in a 1-mile radius. Of course, we're working to learn more information. I'm sure more updates are expected from Oakland County Sheriff Mich Bouchard, West Bloomfield Police. We're working to learn more, but of course, we'll keep you updated as soon as we learn more information. But for now, reporting live in West Bloomfield, Alicia Bergio, CBS News, Detroit. Okay. The shooter has been killed?
Yeah, the shooter has been sorry, 248.
There's nothing on here that says that this person has been shot, has been killed.
They just
Who did?
told me from the desk. They were trying to get you on ISB 1.
I don't know where they're getting that from.
AP, the AP. You couldn't hear it. It was the producer. The producer was saying, Telco 6 is this.
Okay. I mean, should we go with that?
You should, if you keep losing the signal.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking to Chanel. So we're reporting that on air that the shooter is dead. Okay.
You going now? Soon?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure that. I don't hear anything. Can someone talk to me in my ear? Okay. I need to charge my phone.
Okay, I got you. Give me 1 second.
That's that. I need like a fast charger. I don't have a fast charger.
Okay, are we still on the shot? Okay, all right, thank you.
You hear me? Can we move? Oh, they're still on our shot. Okay. Yes, I was asking if we could move locations. You said yes or no? Okay, thank you. Tammy, Chanel, I just got an update from police. Okay.
I got you. I got you. Hold on. Get a brush.
Yep. I know, I want to move locations. Hi, how are you? My last station.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
What's your name?
Alicia.
Alicia,
Bergia,
wow.
yes.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, this is my second station. I started in Lansing.
Nice. Yeah, same. That was the same order I did.
Did you do WL on this?
Yes.
All set.
Oh, hold on. We gotta go take this.
This one.
Here, we gotta take this, Chanel. Run. Yes. Hold on. We're running over here. Come right here. Come right here.
Second to get set.
All right, here we go. Hold on. You see? Hold on.
Everybody set? Okay, so again, this is all going to be super preliminary stuff. And anytime you have a situation like this, information changes and evolves. Here's what we know so far. A car came to the facility, breached the facility by driving into it, was engaged by security. We believe there is one individual deceased in the vehicle. It's been complicated because there was some fire, to say the least, with that vehicle. We believe that individual is deceased. No kids, this is the important thing, no kids or no staff was injured whatsoever. Okay? So we have no victims other than one of the lead security people was hit by the car and was taken to the hospital for treatment. That individual should be okay. So far, that's our information to this point. We have agencies from all over. Obviously, AETF is here, FBI. More than likely, we'll be taking the lead on this based on some of the preliminary investigative information we have, but we're not going to go into that at this point. But we want to assure the community it doesn't appear to be anything active. We're still clearing the area. We're going to clear vehicles for any explosive devices, the building, etc. Unification of the families and the kids are in progress. We've accounted for everybody that we believe was in the building at the time. So we're on path to continue to maybe pivot to, is there anybody else involved, and the investigative side of what's happened.
So you confirm that it was security that shot and killed the suspect here?
Well, we can't say what killed him at this point, but security did engage the suspect with gunfire.
Did the suspect have a weapon?
We can't get into a lot of that stuff, but he breached the building, drove down the hall, and he was engaged by security.
So do we know, did he ever fire shots, the suspect?
Preliminarily, we have some information, but nothing that we confirm, so we're not going to go into it.
Where did he breach the building, the front?
He drove in through doors with a vehicle.
There was only one person in that vehicle?
That's what it appears at this point.
What do we know about this fire?
Something ignited in the vehicle. That's a work in progress. We're, through an abundance of caution, clearing the vehicle for IEDs or any explosives. We've got a significant number of bomb dogs on site, bomb techs on site, and all of that's going to be done to check the boxes. We have deployed resources all across the county, just in case, out of an abundance of caution, that there may be a secondary site, but we don't have any information at this time to believe that. So we want people to take a breath. No one was hurt. We're on top of it. The chief and his team got here fast. Everything that was supposed to happen happened. Security did their job, and then the responders did theirs.
Was it a Michigan vehicle?
Sheriff, what did the call come out as?
I believe it came out as an active shooter.
Yeah.
Where and when did you actually neutralize the threat? Where was it?
The vehicle's in the hallway of the building, inside the building.
He was shot right there.
Again, I can't tell you what he died of until we get a little further. We haven't actually gone into the car. It's still being cleared.
So we do know that the security guard shot this
They shot
shooter,
at?
Shot at them, but it's unclear if he was killed by
Because, in
fire or-
situations like this, you never know. If somebody's trapped, sometimes they kill themselves. So the suspect was engaged. Is the clearest sentence I can give you.
What is the condition of the security officer?
From information I got, he should be okay. He was knocked unconscious.
So it's a different security officer who fired the shot.
There were multiple security officers on scene, and the one that was hurt was pulled from that area by his team.
Where's the car registered from? What?
We're not going to get into the specifics on the car at this point.
You see what type of car it is, sir? A truck or an SUV?
It was a truck.
Sheriff, this is the West Bloomfield scene, the sheriff's scene. I know everybody's here.
Everybody's here, more than likely, based on a couple early pieces of information. The FBI may take the lead. That's yet to be formally determined.
Were there explosives in his vehicle?
That's yet to be cleared.
How much damage to the building from the fire?
That I can't even tell you.
Do have
You couldn't even see the hall was completely clear. We had to send people in with gas masks to clear that area.
Before I actually enter all
How are the kids doing?
All the way in the building.
Do we know how fast he was going?
It's hard to say how fast. I mean, he was traveling with purpose down the hall from my look at the video.
Chief, this could have been a far worse situation considering the severity of it, him getting into the building, whatever may have been in the vehicle. Talk about just the response, those security guards, and how this could be far worse than what we're reporting and seeing right now.
No, absolutely. In fact, what I would tell you is that I am deeply proud of the response, not only from the security that was on site, but also of all the police officers and the firefighters that are here right now. We train on active shooter events a lot. The county has a consortium, Oak Tech, that trains the entire county on active shooter tactics, and that's something that we believe in and that we support, and I think that training certainly helped to mitigate what happened here today.
And the chief has been in contact with all of the facilities for weeks, not just on the last couple of weeks, but constantly forever. But in the last couple of weeks, even a lot more integrated communication. I mean, there are always, and all of the agencies in Oakland County are partnering with their religious institutions and schools. Anytime there's a concern, there's communication, there's extra patrol, extra attention, extra warnings. That had all happened for the weeks leading up to this. And the team inside that building was very queued up. And I know the chief had communicated directly with their head of security weeks ago. So
Directed threats at this specific temple?
there was no specific chatter about any institution or facility in Oakland County, but they were all on alert.
Sheriff, we see vehicles leaving. Is it all clear of an issue? Did the shelter in place still?
It's still in place until we clear vehicles and make sure there's no IEDs or other secondary potential. But we believe there's nothing active at the moment.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep. So it's likely that there could be another press conference here, maybe within the next 2 hours.
Okay.
Something like that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Families
I was talking to
You doing another presser? Over here.
No, I think we're good. That's like other people. Yes, hold on. Hold on a second. I'm trying. Do you want me to do a live interview with a resident in this area? There's another? Let me hold on. Is there another one going on? No, it's the same thing.
I mean, he's not giving up any new.
He's not giving up any new information. These are people that came later. Do you want me to go up to it? Give me one moment, okay? Sorry. Is this the same stuff?
Rabbi, you can talk about.
I'm over here.
Goes out to department. Internationally that are called asking how they're doing, and they're all so appreciative of what they see of our local law enforcement, how they're working to protect us, and how the community is so loving. Just walking down the street here, how many people stop by to say, you know, thank you for being here, and so many people are support, so much love in this community that I think we have to for me personally, it's the focus on the love and the outpour to combat the hate that we see.
Have you received word from Temple Israel, from any of the clergy, any of the faculty that you know there?
Yes, I spoke to many of the clergy there. They are obviously very shaken, but they are strong, resolved to stay strong and to build their community. They're a beautiful community. West Bloomfield is a beautiful community of so many different stripes,
yes.
and we're a melting pot here of everyone, and everyone is supporting each other. And thank God they're aging clergy, and they're doing very well.
Thank you, Rabbi. And Chief, you and I have talked many times about all the proactive measures that are taken to keep the public safe at religious institutions, including Temple Israel. This is certainly a situation you pray never happens.
Yes, no, absolutely. And I just want to reiterate to everybody that we do a lot of active shooter training in Oakland County. We work closely with OakTAC, who is the consortium that works with all Oakland County. And again, I want to say thank you to all our partners that have showed up today. We could not do this without everyone. And I also want to say one thing, and that is that, you know, West Bloomfield is a very resilient community. We will make it through this.
Yes, thank you. Sheriff, I know you talked about a lot of the particulars of what's happening here, but there's also a message about reassuring the public. What more can you add?
Well, as the chief said, I mean, I called all the chiefs together back in 2006, and we started training for active shooter, active threats, and we're all on the same page. We all pull together. If he needs something and I got it, it is, and vice versa. So the community should know we work hand in glove. There's no barriers between us, and we're 100% in to protect the community. And we had been in communication, constant communication, all the time, but especially more in the last 2 weeks. We have been sharing intelligence and communicating regularly, and we have done the same with our houses of worship. So everybody was all communicating and involved. The time to get that relationship going is not during a crisis. It was well in place long before this happened.
And it sounds like security responded immediately to engage the threat.
Yeah, security did a great job. The head of security there is an old friend of both of ours, former police officer. And, you know, I had actually been to that facility a number of times with him, and so has the chief. And so we were hand in glove with the private security there as well. They did a great job. The first responders from West Bloomfield, great job. So You know, as much as you hate to ever have to face something like this, hope and prayer is not a strategy, preparation is, and we were prepared.
Okay, thanks, Sheriff. Sheriff, can you say, though, with the past 2 weeks, military activities, you've been more prepared? Is it too early to even talk about whether that's a motivation here?
100%, I would say we're always more prepared based on what goes on in the world, because we know that some people sitting in a basement are isolated and sometimes motivated and moved to action, criminal, evil action. And so that was our concern over the last couple of weeks, that increased our communication and preparedness.
Do you believe that's what happened here today?
The evidence will have to be run down to confirm or deny that. We don't know that, but obviously that's the first thing that comes to everybody's mind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rabbi,
Could you say your name as well for me?
It's been a roller coaster of obviously shock that this can happen here, but at the same time, a strong resolve. You know, after that initial shock is what is the demand of us? What is the demand of me, you, and every other citizen? Is how to bring more goodness and kindness to the world. There's so much evil in the world, but there's so much more goodness and kindness, and to highlight that goodness and kindness and be good and kind to each other.
How hard is it not to make assumptions and wait for an investigation to play its course? And, I mean, everybody has fears, but
Yes.
yet we have to figure out and find out.
Facts are very important, so I'm definitely not in the position to make any assumptions.
Okay. Thanks, Rabbi.
thank you very much.
What they are.
About the suspect at this point.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Sure. I know you've been doing a lot of inside projects, but just can you talk more about the coordination? I mean, you guys have had such a robust coordination for so much time here, and what that means to this community.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, you have hope and prayer, but that's not, in our world, that's not preparation. So in 2006, after Mumbai, I called every chief in Oakland County and said we need to put together a consortium and train for a mass situation, and we've been training ever since.
Are there Jewish community sites well beyond this area that are also being hardened right now?
100%.
Can you talk a little bit more
We've
about
got people deployed to religious facilities and houses of worship all across the county.
Okay.
I do got to get back to command.
Thank you, sir.
hold on. Let's get you set up on camera. Right here?
Yep.
All right, you can come right on
Hold
over here.
Hold on.
Wow, it's bright outside.
Stand still. Hold on.
All right. All right, so first things first, you're going to look at me the entire time. Let me get your first name, your last name, say and spell the two.
Beth Swiss, SWIS.
All right, and BETH?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Miss Swift, kind of take me...
Swiss. Like
Sorry.
Swiss cheese. You're
Yeah,
okay.
there you go. So take me from the top. I guess you were coming along this street and then you noticed a mother?
Yeah, no, I was talking to my mom on the phone when I was driving, and then I was at the light, and I told my mom, hey, let's pray. There's about 10 police cars. And then a mom with a cell phone, she looked like a mom with a cell phone, was running across